Hello everyone, we are going to discuss about stereo. Before going to know about stereo, we have to know the difference between stereo and the monophonic sound. The monophonic is one-dimensional sound, but the stereophony is the multi-dimensional sound. The definition of stereo is it is a method of sound reproduction that creates an illusion of multi-directional audible perspective. This is usually achieved by using two or more independent audio channels through a configuration of two or more loudspeakers. It should have high sensitivity. Before knowing about stereo, we have to know about tone control. Modern audio frequency amplifiers are designed to give flat frequency response over whole audio range from 16 Hz to 20 kHz. Somebody likes the depth of the sound which is given by bass, and for them bass should be amplified more than treble. Also, there is greater white noise in high frequency than low frequency. So, to keep signal to noise ratio high, treble is cut. Some people like sharp sound and want treble more than bass. Now we consider bass control. This is the structural diagram of bass control. Now we consider the detail about the bass control. Bass should be cut if capacitive reactance in series of the signal increases. Lower the capacitance, greater will be the reactance. Hence, for cut in bass, the value of the series capacitance is reduced. It is mainly used for low notes. When the slider of potential R is at the upper end, capacitor C1 is shorted and the signal directly goes to the next stage, bypassing the capacitor C1, and hence bass has the minimum attenuation. It is called bass boost. When the slider is in the lower end, the capacitor C1 in parallel with the whole resistance R of the potentiometer comes in series with the signal. In this position, bass will have maximum attenuation. This position is called bass cut. Now we are going to discuss about treble control. This is the structural diagram of treble control. The potentiometer R in series with the capacitor C from the treble control. When the slider is at the lower end, maximum signal develop across the RC. As the slider is moved upward, less and less resistance of the potentiometer comes in series, and hence there is more cut in the high frequency signal. This position is called treble cut. The other position where the treble cut minimum is called treble boost. Now balance control. This is the structural diagram of balance control, and next slide we are going to discuss about the balance control details. It is a potentiometer. The balance control is a potentiometer. When it is set in the center, the current through LED 1 and LED 2 should be identical. If the signal in the left and right channel are equal, in that case the LED will be equally bright. In case of any inequality, the two brightness will also become unequal. When the balance control is moved down, the output left channel will increase while that of the right one will be decreased, and vice versa. This is the most important things in stereophony, and this is the structural block diagram of crossover network. Now we are going to discuss about the crossover network. When a multi-way loudspeaker system is used to get flat frequency response for the entire range of the audio frequency, it is essential to have a crossover network to divide the incoming signal into the separate frequency range for each speaker. Overall frequency will be much reduced in the absence of the crossover network. Crossover network make use of the fact that the capacitive reactance decrease with the increase the frequency and the inductive resistance increase with the increase of the frequency. The circuit consists of a low-pass LC filter across the woofer and the high-pass LC filter across the tweeter. The low-pass filter permits only low audio frequency to get the woofer. The high-pass filter consists of C in series with the L in shunt, allow the high audio frequency to pass the tweeter and block the low frequencies. Finally, we are going to discuss about the noise reduction technique. It is the process of removing noise from the signal. Noise reduction technique exists both audio and the image. All signal processing devices like analog and digital are used here. In the case of photographic film and magnetic tape, noise is introduced due to the grain structure of the medium. To compensate for this, larger area of the film and magnet tape may be used to lower the noise to an acceptable level. Thank you everyone to watch this video. If you have any query, then free to contact.